In the beginning, I always need like a minute to just set up the session energetically, and then I start sharing. Okay, enjoy. Okay, I start with opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So I'm expanding. And the energy field can always be more expanded. And what do I exactly mean by more awareness? So more awareness of who and what you are really, and how your system is functioning. That, for example, you are human, but at the same time, you are pure existence, so that you have like both experiences at the same time, or that you live in the present moment only, or that your system is always open, always energy can flow, or that you fully surrendered all the time to life, and so on. So there are a lot of different aspects that a more optimum system has. So this is what we do here. We also help the system to work in a more optimal way, and also at the same time becoming more awareness, so you have more awareness of how your system is functioning. Okay, then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. Surface energies are all sorts of energies you've been exposed to over the past 1 or 2 days, and also emotions that are floating around the top of your system. So emotions are also just energy, and all of them we clear from a surface level, because those are the ones that are currently making the noise, that are the movement in the body. Behind the movement is the silence, the stillness, the peace, and in front of that is all the movement, the human aspects, and all those surface energies. And so we clear them, that you that your system becomes more quiet, that you can relax more, that there's less interference, and that also more light can enter the system. And this is what's happening right now. So there's a lot of light coming in. It always comes in through the crown chakra and third eye chakra. It's flowing into your body, in all areas of your body. I mean, some areas are open, some areas are still a little bit tight, let's say it like that, or contracted. So it's going to take a little bit of time until the light can enter those areas. Same with the energy body. So the light is entering the energy bodies as well. And also the area around you. So there's a lot of light flowing in fast. It flows in really fast, like a waterfall. And maybe you can feel this high vibrational divine light. It feels very calming. Yeah, just beautiful, loving. It has a lot of nurture energy for the human aspect, a lot of truth for the true nature. So it contains a lot of different energies, but those are the ones that are standing out right now. So that's coming in more of it, more of it, more of it. I also clear thoughts out of the mind. Thoughts are also just energy that's stuck on the mind level. That's all it is. And if we have energy stuck on the mind level, then we have a lot of thoughts. So thoughts in the form of, when you just have like the monkey mind, or like a lot of stories going on, then this would be those energies. If you have a lot of thoughts during the meditation, and specifically more than usually, just know this is part of the clearing process. You just perceive it through the mind. That's very fine. So just allow it to happen. There is more light entering also specifically now through the heart chakra. It's expanding the heart chakra area as well. And maybe you can feel by expansion of this area that the whole system just you feel softer in your body, like it softens up the whole system. And then when it softens up, it's just easier for the light to enter, easier for low vibrational stuff to surface, because, when we have a lot of high vibrational light entering the system, the low vibrational stuff that we can work on today just comes to the surface. And then we could just remove it very easily. Then I open up the central energy channel. The central energy channel is located in the center of your energy field. So this is where life energy, or life itself, basically flows through our system. So life flows from the root to the crown chakra, falls back down left and right in all directions, and flows up again, and so on. So it's a constant flow. And the more open our system is, and the more expanded, so meaning the more healing and clearing work we have done, the more light can flow. And when more light is flowing, then life is also being experienced more of just unfolding of experiences, moment by moment by moment, in the present moment. And that's all. That's all there is. That's very, very freeing. Because there is an experience of past and future, so we can create a past and a future. This is a mechanism of the system. But when we break this mechanism down, then we can only experience the present moment, and this is the only real thing, basically. The rest is just past and future, is just a mechanism that creates that. So I'm breaking down past and future right now. So this mechanism, it's not needed. It just scatters our focus. It scatters our way of perceiving this reality. So when we are not in the present moment, we're in the past and future. So most people are all the time in the past and the future. So they kind of don't really live in the present. They miss it. And this is what we don't want. And also a more optimum working system only lives in the present moment. So this is what we want. Again, I'm breaking down more of this past and future mechanism. And I anchor you in the present moment. You can still think about the past and the future. That's not a problem at all. Like this always works, even in the present moment. You can plan, you can do anything you want, but you can't like move there anymore. So your attention can't be scattered there anymore. So it's only in the present moment. Okay, I anchor you now, your consciousness in the present moment and your attention. Then I accelerate the life energy. And I help it to flow more from the root to the crown chakra. Then I expand the energy field more. I open it up more. And I bring in more light. Then I activate the pineal gland. First, I clear it just from all sorts of different blockages. Then I activate it. Okay, and then we meditate and do this healing and clearing work to move inward. So for most people, the main experience of what their reality is, it's on the outside. So interacting with the 3D reality. And this is where the energy is, and this is where the attention is. A more optimum working system, there it's a bit different. It's the main attention is on the inside. And we can also, at the same time, interact normally with the 3D reality. So basically, we just add to have the full awareness of our inside at the same time as the outside. And I'm going to help with that right now. So I put the attention that's right now on the outside. I move it inward. And what's exactly happening on an energetical level is the energy flow starts changing over time. But I like in those sessions, I can change it completely, 100%. And your system is exactly like that for the whole meditation and also sometimes afterwards. For some people, it might stay fully right away. So it always depends on where you're at on your journey. And for some people, it will stay a little bit, basically a little bit more. So that's already more than before. So always a little bit more. And the transmission in general is helping with that, so that eventually the focus is on the inside. And how the energy flows changes. So before it was flowing outwardly and then it flows inward. That's just the difference. And it's just how I see the energy flow happening. It's a major difference. But yeah, anyways, I'm pinning basically the attention there right now so that it stays during the session. Then I open up the crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root chakra. Okay, and now I start clearing. Right away, I start with the heart chakra. Heart chakra is always identification, where we identify with certain experiences in our lives. And because of certain energies, we identify with, there is basically, if we just want to call it suffering, to give it a name or a word. So I don't want this. 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 I don't want to have any changes. I don't want change. I don't want change. I don't want change. I don't want change. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. No, 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 no. I don't want to let go. 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 I prefer certain structures. I prefer certain limitations because they give me a framework. They give me like security. So I don't want to let go. I don't want to let go of those structures, of this framework, of these limitations. I don't want to let go. I don't want to let go. I prefer certain openings, but not all. I prefer certain openings, but not all. So I clear those energies. Root chakra, I clear fear. I clear fear of change, fear of change, fear of change, radical change. I clear fear of radical change, fear of radical change, fear of radical change. So just sharing, a change can only feel radical when there is, for example, a lot of fear or a lot of resistance or something like that. And then when we suddenly let go of it, which is really amazing, but then the opening can be very, very profound because behind this limitation is a lot of openness. And then the experience can change. And it always changes to the better on the long run. So in the first, at first, oh my God, there's openness. It's a bit different than I was experiencing before, I was experiencing these limitations. So it can feel unfamiliar. This is why when people are getting closer to these open spaces, to these expansions, then they pull back. And this is really just because it's unfamiliar. But I can just tell you, drop into it, surrender into the openness, surrender into the infinite, surrender into the unknown. It's beautiful. I don't want to really say reward, but let's just use this word. The reward is just amazing. So it's like, okay, let's just say just an example. You really like your room and you don't really like to go outside at all. So you're always just in your room. Your room is absolutely beautiful, like you have the best, nicest, comfortable sofa, beautiful light, paintings, stuff like that, but you just don't like to go outside. And then one day you decide, okay, I'm gonna leave my apartment, and this didn't even have a window, just saying. And then you go outside, and then you are at the very beautiful beach, and there's the ocean, there's the sun, and it's white, there are no other people, no other houses, nothing. So it would be a little bit like that. So you get something much greater, very beautiful, although before your apartment was, or your room was like really nice and comfy as well, you know, really enjoyed it. But what you get when you allow yourself to step outside of that is profound. It's just a very different experience. So just for this is for the mind, okay? So I let go of, so I clear more fear so that you can let go of it. So I clear more fear, fear of the unknown, root chakra, fear of the unknown, and fear of that something bad is going to happen, that something bad is going to happen. So I clear that fear. I clear fear of something bad is going to happen, fear of the future, fear of the future, fear of changes, fear of changes, fear of changes, fear of authorities, fear of authorities, fear of authorities, fear of an a authority or authorities. So people have an impact on your life or life experience, or also authorities that you can't grasp, have an impact on your life experience. I clear those energies. Then fear of illnesses, so just general fears, fear of illnesses, of in general problems with the physical. I clear those fears, I clear the fears, I clear it, clear them, clear them, clear them, clear them, clear them, clear them. Then I also clear fear of of wars, fear of wars, fear of wars, of wars. I clear those fears, and fears of dying. So this is the core fear anyway. The core fear is always the fear of dying. So I clear the fear of dying, the fear of dying, the fear of dying. More of it, more of it, more of it, more of it. More fear of dying, more fear of dying, more fear of dying. Second chakra, lack. I clear the energy of lack. So it's actually located in second and third chakra, and I'm going with the second right now. So the energy of lack in combination with resistance. So because there is resistance, I experience a lack. So I clear these energies, the energy of lack, just in general, in all areas. And then resistance to abundance. I clear resistance to abundance, resistance to abundance, resistance to abundance. I clear these energies. Abundance, is there all the time. It's part of our true nature. If we don't experience it, it just means that we have limitations and energies in the way. That's all, because it's there for everybody. And lack, it's just something that we learn, right? Throughout, from like a very young age, we can't have this, we can't have that. There are limitations to this or that. We learn from parents, family, friends, school, society. So we learn it everywhere, that certain things are limited, and that we can't have certain items or experiences or something like that. So we can't have that. So I clear more resistance, second chakra, resistance to life unfolding and allowing life to flow, to just flow. And that we are in the way of life unfolding because of our resistance, for example. So I clear the resistance, clear resistance, clear resistance, clear resistance, second chakra. Then also the energy of shame, the energy of shame around shame around, like, when you compare yourself with somebody else and that person has something or has an experience or looks a certain way or whatever it is that you don't have. So there's shame, second chakra, clear energy of shame, clear shame, 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 shame. And at the same time, the lack in experience, the experience of it, of course, is real. So clear it, clear it, clear it, clear it. The more specific third chakra. Third chakra is more of like a more specific lower vibrational energies, although they are not as low vibrational as like first and second chakra. So a clear lack of trust, mostly lack of trust, lack of trust, lack of trust. It's just a blockage in the system, and lack of love, lack of love, lack of love. Lack of trust is a big one. Lack of trust and heart chakra. I don't trust, I don't trust, I don't trust, I don't trust life. I don't trust life because I'm responsible and I'm the doer. I clear those energies. I am responsible and I'm the doer. So I also withdraw energy from the small self. So the part of us that identifies with everything. So everything that's happening in life, it's happening to us, but actually it's happening in life. And we are very lucky to experience life. And this part is basically, yeah, identifying with what is happening. And this is what we don't want, because a more optimal working system doesn't have that aspect anymore. So I'm withdrawing energy. And it's just there in place because this is how the system works. And it also gets reinforced throughout our lifetimes, like every few seconds, probably. So there's a lot of energies in that behind the identification. And I'm just withdrawing energy so that the identification gets less and less over time. Then I also pull the ego into the background. Maybe you can see that there is now more space in the center of your chest. Just more space for higher truth, for high vibrational divine light. Okay. And I also fill up this space with even more light. Then second chakra, I clear more resistance. I clear more resistance to that, what I just did, resistance from the ego. So I clear more resistance, more resistance. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Heart chakra, I'm in charge, I'm in charge, I'm in charge. I am in charge. It's my life. I'm in charge, I'm in charge, I'm in charge. It's just the small self, the energies of the small self. I'm the doer, I'm the doer, I'm the doer, I'm the doer. If I don't do, nothing is happening. So this is basically the misunderstanding. So I clear those energies. There's still everything happening. There's still everything being done. Just this identification. It's just a energy flow, basically. This changes. And then life experience is different. Okay. Then I open up the energy field more. Bring in more light. So always when I open up the energy field more, I can bring in light into deeper layers. I open it up more. Then I clear more energies. Heart chakra, I can't handle this, I can't handle this, I can't handle this. It's too much for me, it's too much, it's too much. I feel overwhelmed, I feel overwhelmed, I feel overwhelmed. So I clear the energy of overwhelmed, also third chakra, energy of overwhelmed. When things are just too much, then like the system says no. No, 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 no. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. It's too much for me. It's too much for me. Clear those energies. Also, second chakra, resistance. Resistance, when there are situations that feel overwhelmed, and mostly those situations feel overwhelmed because of our limitations. Otherwise, if they wouldn't be there, there wouldn't be any overwhelmed. It's just because the situation expands our limitation, or it basically pushes through the boundaries of our limitations, and we don't like that. We have a lot of resistance, and then we experience overwhelm. And this often is already put in place when we were children. It's very just a natural unfolding of things. This can be there. So we often, with being adults, experience certain limitations we already had as a child, and then feel the overwhelm. So I clear more energies. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Those energies, when things are getting too much, it's too stressful. It's too much work. It's too hard on me. It's too hard on me. Clear those energies. Then also the energies that just want to relax. I just want to relax, heart chakra. I just want to relax. I want to have freedom. I want to have um, I just want to experience peace. And the problem is, if those energies are in our system, they are also not the highest truth, because either we are experiencing peace or we're not. And the energies that want something different than we experience in the present moment, for example, when we're in a stressful situation and the energy is being triggered up, oh, I want to have more quiet space or more me time or whatever, then this is basically resistance to the stress that's just there in the present moment. And then it causes more stress and more resistance to what we experience, and it closes down the system. So it's a whole like loop. Then there's less energy flowing. So even energies that we think that are good or higher vibrational one, or I want to take care of myself, or like, if we are not experiencing this in the moment, and if we want something else, then we experience it, then it's always like this is the issue. So it's always about surrendering to the present moment, always. And then when we, for example, get home in the evening from a stressful day and we have time, then we can relax, But when you're at work and it's stressful, for example, then you can't relax. It's just how it is. But if you want to have relaxation in this specific moment, it doesn't work again. And then there is system closes down, even more stress is coming up, less energy is flowing, and so on. So this is why surrender is so important. Surrender to life. So there is the energy coming in of surrender. Just in general, surrender to the present moment. And when we, for example, in a very stressful situation, and there is full surrender there, so meaning the system is fully open, it allows the stress to be there, it just, moves forward with the stress, then it's not even that stressful. The problem is always the resistance, or that we want to have a different experience than we are experiencing. So this is the problem. So surrender is coming in just in general, that it's easier for our system to surrender, that we have more capacity of surrender. So there is more and more surrender coming in. Maybe you can feel it's subtle, although it's strong, but subtle at the same time. So it's both. It's a very interesting change in the system when there is surrender present. More surrender is coming in, more surrender is coming in, more surrender is coming in. I clear more energies, heart chakra. I want to have it my way. 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 I want it to be different. I want life to be different. I want everything to be different. I just want to be life to be different, that the world is different, that the collective is different, that everything on the outside especially is different. So clear those energies. And whatever it is then that you want to be different. It's individual, but these are the energies. Resistance, second chakra, more resistance, more resistance, more resistance, more resistance. I clear more shame, I clear more shame, I clear more shame. I clear anger, second chakra, anger, 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 clear the energy of anger. Anger towards people or towards like authorities, and just outwardly experienced anger. So it's basically, it's just something on the outside triggering your the anger in the system. It's in the system. The anger is not outside of the system, but just the projectors, or the mirror basically. So the mirror would be of anger, like authorities, other people, specifically authorities. So clear anger towards authorities. I clear anger towards authorities. And this is also a misunderstanding of the system. And this is a very strong limitation, that authorities can interfere with our life experience. It's only possible if we allow it. So I clear those energies that are saying, that are popping up, oh no, but it's not true, and this is different, and da da da. So I clear those energies. Because we are creating our own reality, and we can choose. So often, most of the time, we do it we're not conscious about it, or we don't know that we're doing it. We are doing it. So the more conscious we get about it, and the more we can choose what is our truth and what not, and we just follow our truth. And let's say low vibrational energies tend more to, I guess, to manifest low vibrational experiences or limitations, versus high vibrational energy. So this is why we clear the low vibrational ones, so that you have that your system vibrates on a higher vibration. Then also the emotions you're experiencing are higher vibrational, even though it would be, for example, anger. But from a higher vibrational system, experienced anger is a very different experience than a low vibrational system. And also a higher vibrational system manifests very different versus a low vibrational system. So even though we have a collective consciousness, and we are on this 3D, in this 3D reality together, like on this planet, we still manifest our own reality. And it's very, and this is now coming in. So just, this is a process also, but to understand just how this works. So this is coming in, how the manifestation of our everyday reality works, with at the same time having a fully surrendered system to life. So just the information is coming in, and it's coming into every cell of your body, so that the information is there. And when the information is there, it just starts piercing through basically over time, so that you can have more experience in your everyday life of that. So that's coming in, just this information. So it's really about where you're coming from which vibration. This is your reality. And this is why authorities are saying this or that. Either you are in this vibration and you believe it, or you don't. So this is basically the difference. So I'm clearing anger. More anger. I clear more anger, 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 anger towards authorities. And also like anger, like from, I also see it coming in from the past. So on the timeline. So anger specifically towards authorities, parents, and teachers, specifically, those people who were around us when we were young and were setting boundaries, because this is a very big issue. These boundaries that were set for us, and that we are still living within, although we are a lot older. So I clear in general, I mean, there are limitations, but in general, boundaries that were set by others for us. And then we started to believe them to be the highest truth or to be true. And we still believe them. So we still live by these boundaries, even though we're like 20, 30, 40, 50 years older. Yeah. So I clear also just boundaries from the timeline from when we were younger, so between 0 and 6 years. Maybe you can feel the change in the system. It's a profound change. Just to let go of boundaries that were put on you by others. It's pretty crazy, actually, that this is a thing, but it is. And now 6 to 12 years. Okay, and those are ones, they're already a bit harder to let go of because some of them we believe are serving us. But they're not, but we think they are. So a clear misunderstandings about around boundaries that we think they're serving us, but they're just limitations. So I clear them. And then around heart chakra experiences where we experienced that love was withdrawn because when we were not acting or living these boundaries that were set on us, there was a withdrawal of love. So in various different ways. So actually parents, they were withdrawing love, or people who were then mean or strict, strict teachers, or like there were consequences. So I clear these energies. And they are very, very painful. There's a lot of pain. There's actually a lot coming up. A lot coming up. It's crazy how much there is coming up. Oh, okay. Clear all those energies. Where love was withdrawn. Energies behind there are, I'm not a good person, I'm not a good person, I'm not a good person if I don't live within these boundaries. I'm not a good person, I'm not a good person, I'm not a good person. I do something wrong, I'm doing something wrong, I'm doing something wrong, I'm doing something wrong, I am wrong, I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm clear those energies. I need to be different, I need to be different, I need to be different because as I am, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not right, I'm not right, I'm not right. There is something wrong with me, I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Clear those energies. Then second chakra, I clear hate, I clear hate, 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 hate. So there was like certain times when these limitations, especially when we are young, they did hurt in a way, because as a child, we're still kind of infinite or more infinite. And then we get limited so extremely with the boundaries. There is even like, it's very hard on the system. So there is even hate for these experiences and for those people who put them on us. So they actually hate, 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 hate. Sadness, heart chakra. Sadness, 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 sadness. Anger, second chakra. Anger, 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 anger. Frustration, third chakra. Actually, frustration, the energy of frustration. Frustration in general. So this is now in general frustration when situations are frustrating or were frustrating. So just, I mean, the energy is now in your system, even though that experience, let's say, is maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or even 5 minutes ago, it doesn't really matter. It's in the system right now. So this is also maybe just for understanding reasons, there is no past because we're carrying it with us in the present moment anyways. So those stuck energies are with us right now. Clear frustration. So first around things we couldn't accomplish, but we had to. So we had to accomplish certain tasks or we had to have certain learnings. They were put on us. So it weren't some that were naturally unfolding by life. Let's say it like that. It was more, I mean, if somebody puts them on us, it's also like just life doing, but we saw somebody doing it. So we actually saw a person doing it. So that's the difference just in the experience. So limitations that were put on us, frustration around it, frustration, clear those energies. So this frustration energy is really strong. Heart chakra, I'm frustrated, I'm frustrated, I'm frustrated, I'm trying hard, I'm trying really hard, I'm trying really, really hard. I give everything, I do everything, I try really hard, I'm scared, it's not working, I'm not experiencing the outcome that I want to experience. Clear those energies. Then I clear more worry, third chakra, energy of worry. So worry, a lot of worries that we're experiencing these days, okay, all worries we're experiencing these days are due to limitations that were put on us, or boundaries that were put on us throughout our lives. Because if they weren't there, there wouldn't be a worry around doing something right or wrong, missing out, I don't know, like whatever you're worrying about. So actually worry, second chakra, third chakra. Worries. Clear the energy of worry, clear the energy of worry, clear the energy of worry. Then more fear, root chakra, more fear. Clear more fear. The fear of negative experiences, low vibrational experiences, of setbacks, of experiences that are painful emotionally or physical. So, and that things can go wrong again, or that bad things might happen. So there is a lot of fear around this root chakra, a lot of fear around bad things might happen. Clear those energies. That things don't work out. Fear around things falling apart. Not having enough. Not having enough friends, family, so people around you, not having enough community, not having enough, I guess, money and goods. So whatever you need to live in this reality. Fear of not finding your truth and not finding what you're looking for. So there is fear around this, fear around this, fear around not finding what you're looking for. And I also look into past lives around this topic. So fear around not finding what you're looking for, because in this is just part of the human nature. It's looking for something. Okay, let's say, to be more precise, it's part of the not so optimal working system, not so much the human nature itself. So let's really put it, be more specific here. So part of the not so optimal working system, it's really like looking for something all the time. So whatever it is, maybe it's a spiritual awakening, maybe it's a better job, maybe it's better health, more better look, better place to live, better car, whatever it is. There's always like this looking for something and this never being satisfied. So this is, I mean, typical ego energy. Um, and there is just this energy, it's moving all the time, it's very strong. So this never be able to settle down, never being able to just be. So this takes us away from experiencing the true nature, which is just existence, beingness. Okay, so I look into past lives that where this energy was also very present. And I'm just going to look into one past life. It's a representation so that we understand where this energy is coming from. And what we experience today is just an energy influence from this specific energy. So it's not like that the whole past life is influencing. No, it's just this specific energy is influencing. So I look into one representation. I mean, it was just I just see a young man on his horseback, yeah, with a horse, riding through the country and just not having a home. Like he doesn't belong anywhere. And this was basically his whole life, just wandering around, looking for somewhere to be, to somewhere to feel home, to feel at home. He was looking for this place all his life. And basically, when he died, he was still like, this energy was still there, because the thing is, if we don't have realizations or understandings of these energies, so when we can release them, then they're still in place. If we can release them because we understand, for example, in his case, or it's just an energy, if we drop it, if we just surrender to life, then it's not there anymore. So if that understanding doesn't occur, then these energies can move on, basically, even though we died. So they're still with us. um, and this is just, yeah, very typical in this life. So never found what he was looking for, some healing. Cleared. Then in general, so this was just one representation, so I heal and clear all past lives where this energy is influencing and I can work on right now. Cleared out of our system. Then I also past life look into one representation around the energy. It's never enough. So I'm trying really hard, but it's never enough. I just see a young girl in a family, one out of many, and there were so many siblings that some got more attention from the parents, some less. And this girl specifically was trying really hard to also get some attention, but other siblings just got more. So whatever she did, how hard she tried to get more attention, she just didn't get it. So there was always like this, I'm not good enough and I'm trying as hard as I can, but it's not noticed basically, or it doesn't lead me, it doesn't, yeah, get me anywhere. So, okay, I'm healing. Clearing. Then in general, past lives where these energies were present. Clear it. Then interesting, the energy that makes things more complicated than they are. But this is now really human nature. This is part of the human nature. Like away from everything is simple, because everything is so simple. It's just like it's so simple, but the mind and our human just makes it so complicated. Um, so in general, I clear those energies out of our system, just the energies that make everything so complicated and complex, because it's not. It's just the mind can do that. The mind can divide everything into little pieces and go deep and deeper, 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 deeper. And I mean, it's a possibility, yes, but you can just get lost there. That's the problem. It takes you away from your true nature. It takes you away from your heart. It takes you away from who and what you are. It's a very strong, amazing tool we have, but the mind can take you very, very far away. And so, yeah, we don't want that. So I clear these energies that make everything so complicated, and also energies in our system that are looking for problems, looking for things to fix, things to change, it's just looking, creeping everywhere. So I clear those energies. And then past lives. And basically I just see like this uh this guy in a is non that's not the right word in English. That if I say that word, that means something different in English, because the German word popped up. Like a chemistry guy, science guy, I guess, like in a, what's the word, like working with chemicals and all these things, and he's like really lost in his formulas and in his like little liquids he had, and making experiments and stuff like that. So this is the energy. So very scattered mind is everywhere, making sense of everything. And he's just, this is like he lost himself in his thoughts and into figuring out little thingies there. So I heal this scattered energy. Clear it. In general, past lives where this energy was present. Then, okay, also another past life, very strong, where the energy of shame was very present. So shame is a big one. I look into one representation. Just a young girl who was living on the streets, looking up to people who were nicely dressed and looked like they have a family and like a and money and stuff like that. So this girl didn't have any of that. There was just so much shame, like for her existence, so that she actually existed. There was just so much shame. She couldn't get over it. So I'm in this life, so I'm healing it. Yeah, so there is a lot of shame in general. I see it clearing around being different, being not like everybody else, um, not having what other people are having, like in general, with the energy of comparison, shame in combination with the energy of comparison to others. That's very strong there. So I heal the rest of the past lives. Okay, we cleared quite a few past life influences. So maybe you can feel how extremely expanded the system is. There is so much light present. There's so much peace and like freedom present now, because so much low vibrational stuff can go, and like just the the, the falsehood, all the energies that are not of the highest truth, a lot of them could go. So there is a lot of peace, a lot of truth is present as well. And this truth energy will bring forward more into your life experience, more of what is not of your personal highest truth. And that's so within your system. And it's basically this energy is helping you to recognize it as that. So when it comes up, okay, you just see it, oh, it's not of my highest truth. Yes, it can go. Thank you. Just give it away, and it can go really quickly. So just give it to whoever you like. Just give it away. So give it to the Divine Mother, give it to God, give it to the universe, give it to your higher self, wherever you want to give it. It's all about giving it away. And just like when you go through your day and you see one of these patterns coming up, one of these energies being present, one like just as information or wherever, however you perceive it, um, see it and then, all right, okay, I see it, I give it away. So that's very important. And then with that, you can like give so much away, so much. So much can be healed and cleared by yourself, just going through your life and not like holding on to these energies and then when they're present and then thinking about them and then holding them in and you know um, like basically doing the total opposite of giving them away, just holding them within you. Then they just stay and you close down the system. It's really about giving away, giving away, give it away, everything that's not of love, of truth, of joy. So when you go through your everyday life and you experience energies that are the opposite of that, just give them away. Because if you want, and I don't like the word deserve because it's natural, but maybe some systems need this word so that they can allow themselves to feel higher vibrational energies. So we deserve to feel them. So when you go through your day, you can experience a lot more joy, lightness, love, truth. This is very important. And then your life experience changes. And this is, when I said before, we're manifesting our own reality, we're creating our own reality. It's really like from where we're coming from, which vibration. And I'm not just talking about like from which emotion you're coming from. So emotion meaning you could be you can have a very low vibrational system and then experience joy, right? It's totally possible, but you're still manifesting from these low vibrations. So this is why it's important to clear out your system so that you raise your vibration, and then experiencing joy from that level is like something totally different, because then you also create your reality from this vibration. And so yes, we deserve um, to experience, if you want that, I mean I do, experience more joy and lightness and love and truth. So it seems like just this information is very important. for the for part of our system is you deserve this, you deserve this, you deserve this. And basically it's just like if we say it's our birthright, I also don't really like the way of like how this is put. It's more like it's there anyways, but we don't recognize it as such, so it's hard for the system to understand. So we have to word it in certain ways that the system can understand it better. So it's coming up, you deserve it, and it's your birthright, because this is more understandable for the system. But in general, it's just there anyways. We just need to know how to connect, yeah, and to understand how our system works more, so that we can work with all these things ourselves as well. So let's sit just for 2 minutes with these energies. So there is like a lot more high vibrational divine energy coming in. I mean, our system is so filled up anyways, but there is more coming in, especially more love and truth, love and truth, love and truth, love and truth. I also fill up the heart chakra, and through the heart chakra, the whole system with love and truth. Okay, we are finished. So that was really good. A lot happened. A lot of work was done. So very, very amazing.